I've not asked him this question directly. I'm sure that it's something that somebody here has considered. It's not uncommon for the president, in the aftermath of some of these kinds of incidents, to visit these communities that were touched so directly by an incident of gun violence.
All right, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Josh Earnest yesterday asked if the president's going to visit San Bernardino, and he doesn't know, maybe because, you know, it's not unusual for the president to visit these communities touched by gun violence. Joining us now is Jim Gilmore, governor, of course, Jim Gilmore, former governor of the state of Virginia, president of Free Congress Foundation, and Republican presidential candidate. Governor, welcome aboard, sir.
Good, thank you, Steve.
First of all, congratulations. Before we get to that, your reaction to that whole attitude towards what happened in California. You filed in Virginia yesterday, correct?
Yes, I did. My home state of Virginia. We filed over 6,100 signatures, and I expect to be on the ballot in Virginia. I'm very pleased about that.
And you're going, as you've talked about with me many times, you're going straight ahead through this race.
Oh yes, I'm not absolutely. I should be the president, and now the question is, can we make the politics work? But the fact is, I'm on the ballot in New Hampshire and campaigning vigorously there. I'm on the ballot in South Carolina. I have staff in both states. I'm on the ballot in Florida. I'm on the ballot in Tennessee. I'm on the ballot in Virginia. And I'm continuing to aggressively move forward on a strategy that I think will work.
All right, and we're going to get back to Trump and everybody else and everything, but I want you to react to that statement by Josh Earnest, again referring to San Bernardino as just another act of gun violence.
Well, first of all, it's just not just another act of gun violence. These are people who were behaving as terrorists, behaving as domestic terrorists. They are a genuine threat, and others are genuine threats to the United States. And whether you use some type of boiler bomb in Boston, or whether you use a weapon or a rifle in San Bernardino, or whether you use a knife in Jerusalem, these are acts that are responsible by individual people who should be held accountable. And to get back over into this by once again trying to eliminate people's gun rights is just completely changing the subject away from the real danger to the United States. It's not good. It's the wrong approach. And there's another problem, Steve, and that is there seems to be a lack of real interest or passion or commitment by the president to this challenge that we're seeing from this international terrorist war, international guerrilla war that we are engaged in. And as President of the United States, I'm going to bring that kind of passion and commitment to making sure that Americans are kept safe.
You know that for the first time in more than 20 years, the New York Times polling shows that there were more people opposed to an assault weapons ban in polling done after San Bernardino than there has been, like I said, in over 20 years. It's the first time. How do you explain that?
Well, I think first of all, I think people understand that the weapon itself is not the enemy, and that removing Americans' gun rights that they have under the Second Amendment, under the Constitution of the United States, is no answer. It's a diversion. It's a complete change of the subject away from what really matters, and I think most American people are beginning to understand that. I can tell you this: when I become president, I will absolutely protect America's rights under the Second Amendment. If gun control legislation comes to my desk, I'm going to veto it faster than it takes Hillary to delete her emails.
All right, let's talk about the campaign. What do you think of where we are now? You have noises from Donald Trump, who's way ahead, that if circumstances don't go certain ways, he might run as a third party. Ben Carson said he might leave the Republican Party. Ted Cruz was revealed, on tape that he was saying Trump and Carson will not be the party's nominee. Where are we in this?
I think it's still evolving. The reason I'm in the race is not just simply as an academic exercise. I intend to be the nominee, and I intend to be the president of the United States. And I think I can say that because I think that the situation continues to be in flux. I think it's still evolving. I think that Donald Trump has a certain base because he is a voice of anger and resentment that is legitimate. I understand why people are angry and frustrated. But the fact is that Donald Trump is talking like a fascist. I'm the first national candidate to have said that. I said it in the Sunshine Summit in Florida a couple of months ago because I was appalled at what he was saying about the Hispanic community. Now today he's trying to scapegoat Muslims and trying to say all kinds of unconstitutional things. the fact is that we have Muslims serving in the United States Marine Corps. We have Hispanics serving in the United States Army. We have people of different ethnicities serving in the United
Governor,
States military.
he would say, with all due respect, and we got 30 seconds, it's not about American Muslims. It's about those who want to come into this country for the first time.
I don't understand the question, but the point is that you cannot direct your anger towards people. That is fascist talk. It's improper for the Republican Party. It's not worthy of our Republican Party. We have to, in fact, have a party that represents all voices. Now, look,
Governor, I'm out of time. I'm out of time. I appreciate it. Have a great holiday, and we'll talk to you soon. Governor Gilmore, Jesse Lee Peterson's next. Don't go away.